series that will go the distance. They must bring all they can muster against the Hornets. Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
The biggest stars have aligned on the biggest night in basketball. This series has gone down to the wire. The air is thick with excitement and anticipation. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Finals Game 7. Winner take all. A season of joy and pain will end here tonight. And thank you for making us part of your night on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. Now let's take a look at Honolulu's opening lineup. They've got Towns. Doc is out there with Randall. And it's Primo in at the two-guard spot. And for Charlotte, we've got Parker. Z out there with Kids. Then there's Buckets. And it's Olajuwon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You look at Honolulu. Well, as underdogs, Greg, they weren't even supposed to be here at this point, but they've been fantastic the entire postseason.
I mean, it's hard to think of a greater accomplishment winning Game 7 of the NBA Finals on the road. But
I agree.
They've shown they can beat this team. They believe in themselves. And, Kevin, I think they've got a real shot.
I do, too. And so he makes both from the line.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Here's Doc. It's tipped. Top Olajuwon. Shoots over Towns. And Olajuwon gets it to go on the assist by Parker.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And Doc gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Charlotte now. They come off the loss on Friday.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Pass to Primo. Picked by Randall. A three ball. Drills it from outside.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
King, the pass to Parker. They need this. It's rebounded by Towns. For Honolulu, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's good, 2 points. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Doc. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
King's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this game.
And it's a great finish! Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Primo. Duranda. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Fast break now for Charlotte. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Parker. And it's ball in for Buckets. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
And he just goes from the bucket after setting that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And G with the stuff.
And forget about finesse. This duel is all about the power.
Here is Doc. This is the baby hook. Ball feeling it out a bit. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. It's Williams, high post. Towns on him. Right side, Williams. Olajuwon on the wing. And it's the Hornets, another three. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle skills for sure?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Knox, he's checked in for King, and it's buckets in for Olajuwon. See the pass the ball. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Primo. Down low, here's Randall. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Junior. He's tightly guarded. He sinks the 11-footer. Here is Doc. 6 points for him. Pass to Ross. There's the three. And again, it's Honolulu from deep.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals. On 2K Sport. What a time of year. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Honolulu.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good jump.
Parker, then there's Z, then it's King, and it's buckets, and it's a three, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's King, and then G with the jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Hornets trail by 4. And then G with the jam.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Here's buckets. Randall with the block. Towns kicks to Ross. And the foul on Pete. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Doc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And this is a team that, quite frankly, has been incredibly impressive so far in the postseason, with only 3 losses to date.
And to get to this stage of the playoffs and only have 3 losses is really incredible. But they can't get carried away knowing that. The job's not finished.
So Honolulu calls timeout. They're first. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Well, you look at Z, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Towns dishes to Randall. Honolulu passing it around. Over Parker. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And just using the natural advantage. He can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Charlotte making some changes. Mark Williams is checked in for Elijah. And it's Knox in for King. Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Down. Honolulu has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Five on the clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one is Charlotte making some changes. Olajuwon comes in for Williams. And King subbed in for Knox.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
The drive by Olajuwon. Oh, and Olajuwon throws it down.
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Pulls from the top of the key. Nice jump shot. Good. Ross has got 9. Hornets trail by 4. King outside. Parker outside. Parker sets the screen for Junior. Drills the three-pointer. Bucket's got his second bucket.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Towns wide open. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here's Randall, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's King. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
1:43 left to play here in the second quarter. Randall passes to Primo. And they get it. Honolulu, no good that time either. Hornets leading by 3. King inside. Defended by Towns. Parker, a screen on Towns. King's shot is off.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Here is Doc. He's guarded by Olajuwon. And the dunk by Towns.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Parker. And finished off by Parker.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Randall. Good D by Olajuwon.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Z. Good on the triple. Z's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hornets.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Towns. Here's Randall. Rebound by Parker. Now Junior. Olajuwon kicks to Parker. Here's King. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Opponents lead by 9. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
What a series. Game 7, still up for grabs, but it was a challenging first half.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way
Taking a look at how this series is going for Honolulu. Game 7, we know how much is at stake. Kenny, what's it like to play in one of these?
Well, it's normal to have some nerves. Now, you can't shake those off, but those butterflies, they quickly remove when the game starts. Normally, guys get better in the second half.
First of all, Ernie, you shouldn't be asking Irvin that question because me.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Yes, for
Today, we create a connection between generations. One role today.
And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
On the court for Honolulu. Randall out there with Towns. And there's Doc. And it's Ross in at the small forward position. Charlotte leading by 7. Pass to Z. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pack.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And here is Ross. Jacks up a 3. Out to the right wing. Honolulu passing it around. Here is Doc. 10 points for him. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
When you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And it's a foul called on Doc. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Zumbo is checked in for Randall. Here's Z. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. King inside. He's up against Mutombo. And it's G finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Beyond the arc. Buckets can't hit. Honolulu trails by 9. Diving in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Take a look at Doc, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved. And, of course, Z, down a few spots.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Parker passes to Olajuwon. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Towns. Here is Doc, covered by Parker. Towns will screen. Honolulu, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's King. And the rebound goes to Honolulu. Towns with it. Picked up by Elijah Wan. And Towns throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys. Still shaking. Here's King. That shot off. Mutombo is a nice deep.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night on the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's buckets. And it's Primo with the rebound. Primo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Toss in the corner. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Mark Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Lots of room. King, that's good. King's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. For Honolulu, they've shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Hornets leading by 5. Here's King. Banked in off the glass. King's got 19 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Honolulu shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The first free throw is good. Randall's checked in for Honolulu. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Elijah Wan. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Lost with it. Now defended by Junior. Outside for Randall. 3-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Randall's got 7 points.
My shower
And
kit.
they've shown a
5
little
skincare
extra
benefits.
hustle on the
Olay Super
offensive
Serum
glass
Body
here in the
Wash.
second half. Second chance.
That's why you on the scene is where you rebound.
And they can use every one of them.
King's shot is off.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance in the second half.
Some changes from Charlotte. Knox, he's checked in for Zeke. Miller comes in for King. And it's ball in for Elijah Wan. Now, here's Junior. Tight defense on him.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite
The shot's good. And it's now only a 1-point Hornets lead. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's Ball with the 3. And the rebound goes to Honolulu. Knox got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Primo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
the fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
And the basket by Knox.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Hornets on top, leading by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Z out there with Parker, then it's Ball, then it's Mark Williams. And it's Knox in at the 4 slot, so that's the group out there for Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. Z, and drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Lost with it, he's picked up by Parker. Loss against Parker. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Ross.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in those moments.
Here's Primo and Parker with the block. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Ross. The shot by Williams, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Cuts off the pass. Parker, right side. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Hornets lead by 6. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for sure?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, they just jump at it.
Ball against Ross. Outside, ball. Randall grabs the board.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket and stop.
And Ross with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Some changes for Charlotte. Olajuwon's checked in for Williams. Huckett comes in for Ball. And King subbed in for Knox. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. He told his players they're so close right now. He said, don't let up. Keep working, and by the time the buzzer sounds, we'll be NBA champions. See if they can close it out.
Thank you, David. And G with the stuff.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Here's C. The three-pointer, no good. Honolulu trails by 4. Pass to Ross. Towns sets the pick for Ross. A three-pointer is right on target. Ross has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Nobody near Parker. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Towns kicks to Randall. Randall with a screen for Ross. It's good. Go-ahead bucket. Ross has got 12 now in this quarter.
You better change your name to Reed Ross, boy.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's King. It's a big high bounce and goes in. King's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Ross with a wide open look. Moves back up and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's C. There's the drive. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Oh, just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down. And that's a big whistle.
1:19 left to play here in the fourth. Here is Doc. Shot from the top of the key. Rebound by Parker. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's King. Off target from three-point range. Honolulu has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Ross finds Randall. Here's Doc. Those three-pointers off the mark. And here's Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Parker passes to Olajuwon. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Town. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I'll get it there, but you'd rather not have it cost
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Here's Doc. Gets to the hoop. Yes!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Randall outside. From deep. He can't get that one. One to fall. Parker outside. Off the mark.
And they've done it. The Charlotte Hornets have won the NBA championship.
All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
The truth about our economy, it's rigged. And the Republicans' tax bill rigs the system even more in favor of billionaires.
To do so, they want to cut Medicaid.
Could leave 8.6 million Americans without health insurance. Senator Tom Tillis could vote to take away our health care and give tax breaks to billionaires. Up to 580,000 North Carolinians would lose their insurance. Many rural hospitals could close.
Oh, shut your mouth. He ain't doing none of that shit. Unless you're a Confederate, then I'll go down.
People know how much money I make, but yeah, like there's good money in there.
So good.
That's how you have to do. Get savings on travel. What I did say, gonna get you up out that motherfucking one-bedroom apartment with all his homeboys coming over there and leaving their church.
I got a question.
Hey friends, you're
You better slow down. This is crazy. No one has ever done that before. That was the last of them Mohegans right there, man. They don't make them like that no more.
Next on 60 Minutes. These clear plastic.
How's that going? I didn't say that. Oh my.